Riveting content. Empowering your life. Welcome to the Sphere. This episode is sponsored by Houston Housewives of Finance. For more information on increasing your cash flow, becoming your own money manager, and to schedule your complimentary personal finance strategy, contact the Houston Housewives of Finance today at 1-844-700-4463. Looking to advertise? Join the Sphere's vast demographic reach of thousands of people all over the world. Send an email today to advertise@thesphere.tv or call us at area code 832-772-7789. KOG and Company. Are your unique gifts and talents changing the world? Do you desire to belong to a community of unity? Visit KOGpassion.com to learn more about the Unleash Your Dopeness movement.
Welcome back to another episode of Intermission. I'm your host, Jarvis Ziggy Newsome. You can find me on Instagram at Ziggy the Lionhearted, and co-host joining me right now is Howard Jerome.
You almost said Ziggy Numbnuts, didn't you?
No. The conversation outside was distracting me.
Gotcha. What's going on, guys? I'm your co-host, Howard Jerome. How's everybody doing? Happy belated Thanksgiving, everybody.
Happy belated Thanksgiving, dude.
Oh,
you enjoy
man.
yourself?
Hell yeah, it's my favorite holiday. I'm a little disappointed because traditionally I'll eat until I fall asleep on the floor, and this time I didn't. I did play a few board games and conquered all kind of stuff, so that was exciting. But that was it, man. What are you?
Oh, yeah. Joined the Tillmans for Thanksgiving.
Nice.
Did board games, played Uno, kicked ass at that.
Yeah, Uno's not allowed in my house. It brings up the negative side of people.
Normally I don't play because of that.
Yeah, Uno's a bad game. It's evil.
Yeah.
We played this game called Secret Hitler, though. That was fun. It's a game all about lying.
Yeah.
I won the first game. I was also Hitler.
Sounds like this game we play sometimes called Mafia.
Mm-hmm. That sounds cool, though.
You take a group of people, everybody goes to sleep. I'm spraying this. There's a lot of people who watch the show, if they watch. But you assign one person to Mafia, or one or two people to Mafia. One person's a cop, one person's an angel. And when you tell everybody to go to sleep, Mafia picks who they want to kill.
Okay, yeah, it's similar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the angel gets to pick someone who they resurrect. Cop tries to figure it out.
Yeah, it's a game similar like that where eyes closed.
Yeah.
But so you give in like an envelope with a bunch of different cards, and your roles are assigned randomly.
Yeah.
And the people who are the fastest are the only ones who knows what's going on.
Yeah, you just need a deck of cards
Yeah.
for Mafia, so that's the coolest thing.
Nice. I'm about to play that.
Yeah.
Can you lie in this game?
Huh?
Can you lie in the game?
Yeah, that's the purpose.
Oh,
If you're
okay.
Mafia, you're trying
I wanna
to
play.
You're convincing them that you're not Mafia.
I want to play.
So, yeah, man. Now, one thing I did check out a lot of Christmas movies.
Yeah.
Shit,
Tis
homie.
the season, dude.
Alan Janani, I used to work with him. Cool guy. Joining us on Facebook Live. Appreciate that, Alan.
Yeah, how come you can see them, but I can't see them on
Well, I'm
here?
looking on my phone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Silly Facebook.
You know, that the feed's a little slow, so.
Yeah.
But, yep. Well, we got Jada watching, too. So, cool. But, yeah, man, I did a bunch of Christmas movies. Check them out. I said I'm going to do about 3 or 4 a week
Mm-hmm.
until Christmas, just to see what's rewatchable, what's not rewatchable. And I started off with The Night Before, the recent movie with Joseph.
Dude, okay. You're the first person I've met that's actually seen that. I've been wanting to know, is that movie funny?
I like it.
Okay.
To me, it's silly, it's funny, it still has a message in it,
Mm-hmm.
but it's a good modern Christmas movie. Like some movies, like I feel like, thanks to The Hangover, some movies try to take that type of humor too far,
Mm-hmm.
or just let that be the whole movie. Not with The Night Before. Everything in The Night Before has a purpose. If you don't know, it's 3 guys. They get together on Christmas, and it's their last Christmas celebrating together.
Yeah, because one of them getting married or something like that, right?
No, one's having a kid, the other one's too famous, and they all started because
He's too famous?
yeah, he's a running back in the NFL. And
Okay.
And it all started because the other friend, his parents died on Christmas Eve.
Oh.
So the other two
That's
friends
heavy.
came and started saying, fuck it, we're just going to get drunk and get high. And they started doing this. And now they feel it's time to go. And they finally get into the secret party.
Dude, I might have to watch that tonight, actually. That sounds awesome.
It's actually pretty dope. And it's dope from the beginning.
Yeah.
So
One of the ones I watched was Why Him, a James Franco movie with I can't call him
Bryan
anything.
Cranston.
He's Walter White in my head.
Yeah,
He's
Bryan
forever Walter White. But that movie it's definitely one I'd say is worth watching. It's pretty funny.
Yeah.
I probably won't watch it anytime soon. But if it's on like TNT or something, I'd watch it. But it was one of those same things where it's like it's just hilarious.
Yeah.
It doesn't take itself too seriously. It's pretty funny though, and it's one of the most recent things I've seen Bryan Cranston in. So that was fun.
That's what's up.
Oh yeah. Which other ones did you watch this weekend? I know you watched like 3 or 4 of them this weekend.
Yeah, I did. But the first 2 Home Alones, I know there's like 4 or 5 of them altogether.
God, those movies.
I don't even count those other ones. I just said the first 2. And the first one still plays well.
Mm-hmm.
It's still very watchable. And the second one was so fucking annoying.
Okay, in the so the first one, that's not the one where he's in New York, right?
No, that's the second one.
The second one's in New York, and that's where that creepy bird lady's in there and stuff. Yeah, even when I was a kid, I didn't like that movie. I didn't
it was
get
okay,
what that was about.
But it was so annoying that I found myself folding laundry.
That's when you know the movie's bad, when instead of watching it, you do chores.
Right.
It's just background noise.
Like, I sat up there and did all my laundry while watching that movie.
Mm-hmm.
And started folding clothes. I was just like, shit, yeah, I'm not going to watch this again. I think this one's done.
That's Joe Pesci that's in it, right?
Yeah. And I forgot the Daniel Stern.
Yeah. That damn movie, dude. So how did the bird lady fit in there again? I just remember that little
like
weird shit at the
Yeah,
park.
she was like the bird lady at the Central Park.
Yeah.
And everyone was afraid of her because she just walked around with pigeons on her.
Bro, those are the most negligent parents. Leave them first time going to France or whatever they went to, and then you leave them in New York.
You just run off in the airport. And I'm like,
yeah. How do you not double check before then? Also, what does his dad do? All them kids, that big ass house.
Yeah.
All
Well,
these
it
trips.
wasn't just all his kids. It was also the brother's kids as well.
Mm-hmm.
And
brother.
some extra cousins. Because he only had 2 kids.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot the little fucker's name.
Oh,
But Macaulay Culkin and his older brother. Those were his only 2 kids.
Dude, have you seen pictures of Macaulay Culkin lately? Whatever his name is. Macaulay lately? Bro, he looked like he was strung out on something for a while.
Yeah. It was crazy because there was a show on NBC called Kings. It was a really dope show, but of course NBC know how to fuck up a good show.
Mm-hmm.
And he actually started, he was in it.
Okay.
And he looked healthy. He didn't look crazy or nothing. He looked like, okay, this is the kid from Home Alone grown up.
Yeah.
And, had a little well, he was playing sort of a bad guy in it, so he had a little creepy facial hair. But,
No, I feel like when you're born, that as you grow, whatever kind of facial hair you start developing determines, assuming you're an actor or whatever, determines what kind of character you're going to play. Out there, you got to wear a merkin, but who wants to wear a fake beard and mustache, dude?
Right. Well, at least they didn't have to CGI it out. But
oh, God. NBC would have fucked that all up. It would have been sliding.
But it was a good show because it was based off the story of King David.
Mm-hmm.
But it was set in modern times.
How did they do that?
So instead of David taking over the country, he was taking over a company. He did this one major thing.
Mm-hmm.
So he started getting the attention of everyone else in this committee.
So then who's Goliath? Is the CEO?
Goliath was another company.
Okay. Interesting.
And it had Ian McShane.
Who?
Ian McShane.
I don't know who that is.
Deadwood. He was in American Gods. He's
Who did he play in American Gods? He played.
Odin.
I never knew his real name.
Ian McShane. Because he got famous off Deadwood.
I've actually never seen Deadwood.
I saw bits and pieces. It was a good show. I just never sat down and watched it.
I don't even know what it's about. It pops up on my suggested watch list for everything. But
Right.
So what do you? What's next on your Christmas list?
Well,
of movies to
the
watch?
other movie I watched and the movie still plays well. And me and Kareem argued with Melinda because we was gonna watch it on Thanksgiving. She was saying Scrooge, but I end up watching the following day National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, and that movie still plays well.
I probably would have went with Scrooge. Isn't Scrooge one of your favorite Christmas movies, anyways?
It's still, yeah, it
Yeah,
is.
how'd you
So
not pick that
I'm
one?
doing that one this week along with Bad Santa,
Bro, Bad Santa is so funny.
and then I'm probably do This Christmas. You know,
Yo, speaking of Bad Santa, and have you ever seen that Billy Bob Thornton movie, Mr. Woodcock?
yes,
Oh,
yes,
I watched that
Melinda
one.
Scrooge will
Yeah.
be on this week's playlist. So yes,
I gotta squint in here like I'm an old ass man.
put it on your phone.
Yeah, I don't have any signal in here for some reason.
Yeah, okay,
I don't know. Verizon's been fucking up lately.
gotcha.
I don't know. But yeah, dude, so I'm planning on watching this week at some point Nightmare Before Christmas. That's one of my favorite Christmas movies of all time.
Good call. Good call.
So I keep seeing, oddly enough, people running around with these Jack Skellington like tattoos and shit.
Yeah,
And I'm like, yo, it's a cool movie and all, but
not
what's
finna get
wrong
a
with
tattoo.
you?
Yeah,
You know, I don't know what you guys are thinking about that.
yeah.
But other than that, dude, I don't know. It was when
Well,
I
I'll
was
tell you what,
sitting
you
there
check
trying
out
to think.
Bad Santa.
Mm-hmm.
You do Nightmare Before Christmas and Bad Santa.
I'm probably gonna watch Bad Santa 2 I never saw that one.
I haven't either. Check them both out and let me know how it is.
because it was just so hard for me to come up with some like Christmas movies. I couldn't think of anything.
I'm doing,
Yeah.
like I said, I do Scrooge and This Christmas, and I'll probably find some old one that, maybe.
Isn't Soul Food a Christmas movie?
No, it's Thanksgiving.
Wrong holiday.
But like I said,
Say same shit.
we talked about this on Thanksgiving. Riley Freeman and me and Melinda brought this up. Riley Freeman broke down soul food to a way that it can forever be.
You talking about from
broken down.
Boondocks?
Yeah.
Okay.
He was like, so there's this story about this woman called Big Mama, who is this gigantic black woman.
Mm-hmm.
And she eats all this fattening food to the point where she got to get her arm cut off. And he's like, oh no, her leg cut off. Arm, leg, same thing, whatever. And then she has a heart attack. Or stroke, something with her heart and blood, whatever. So what did the family do after that? Cook the same food that killed Big Mama. They didn't learn no lesson. No one went on a diet.
Dude, there's an episode of Boondocks I've been wanting to see that they never had on Netflix.
Yeah.
And it's that episode where I guess it's like some country music artist or something records a song and he's like affiliated with the KKK or some shit.
Is that one of the new like honestly, I don't watch it past now. Bless you.
Thank you.
I watched some of the third season, but honestly,
I think it's second season.
I had to check and see. Melinda, that movie is The Night Before. That's the one I watched. House said he probably watch it tonight. I say it's a new classic. It's really good.
This is the funny one where smoking and drinking. Getting,
Yeah.
It sounds like a classic to me.
Yeah, so in fact,
Classic Halloween.
I will type that into the chat because we are interactive.
There you go.
But shit. Here we go. But yeah, man. So that was my Christmas movie. I also did Charlie Brown Christmas because that's just. I'm trying to put myself in a better Christmas mood this year. I haven't been the past few years,
Mm-hmm.
so I was like, you know what, Charlie Brown Christmas.
Dude, I've never really been a huge like Christmas fan. Actually, my girlfriend tell you all the time, like when that smell, that Christmas smell.
Yeah.
Dude, I hate that smell. The weird piney cinnamon apple shit.
Apple cinnamon. that's-
Godly, dude, I hate that. Like that is the one thing that's not allowed in my house ever.
Right.
Like since day one, I'm like, no. She's like, oh, it smells so good. I'm like, no, it doesn't. And you're allergic to cinnamon. Why would you want the smell of death lingering in the apartment? Like, why would you want that?
Gary, if you're listening, we need some potpourri with apple cinnamon or pine smell just for Howard.
I will come in here with a respirator on and wear that the whole episode.
I'm going to ask, are you Satan?
Am I Satan? No.
And now Jada says we're both Scrooges. What the fuck?
I'm not. I may have like slight Grinch tendencies, but that shit just stinks though. You know? Come on now. Do you really like the smell of apple cinnamon?
Apple cinnamon, no. The pine smell, I like.
So the smell of Christmas, you're about 50% no for.
I just got burnt out on the apple cinnamon.
Exactly. It fucking sucks.
But the pine, yeah. Fuck that, yes.
That's the smell of clean.
Yeah. Oh, boy. But, yeah. Smell clean. You know what? I'm going to just go ahead and get to this.
I was like, yo, let's see you pull a clever segue out of that one.
Yeah.
Well, just like the smell of pine saw, commercials, money.
Yeah. Yeah, not going to happen. This portion of the show is sponsored by Houston Housewives of Finance. Did you know that only 4 states in the United States offer financial education? 33% or more than 77 million of Americans don't pay their bills on time. 39% of Americans carry credit card debt from month to month, and 39% of adults say they don't have enough savings. Don't become one of these statistics. Let Houston Housewives of Finance advise you on increasing your cash flow and becoming your own money manager by scheduling your complimentary personal financial strategy. Contact Houston Housewives of Finance today at 1-844-700-4463 or email us at info@houstonhousewivesoffinance.com. Ask us how you can participate in a complimentary financial literacy workshop near you. Houston Housewives of Finance are the new faces of the new age of financial services. Wasn't that bad? I think I did. Wasn't that bad that time?
So, Alan pointed out here, and I have to agree. Star Wars: The Last Jedi is definitely going to be my Christmas movie for the year.
It's going to be my end of year movie. That's just going to be my end of year. But I would see Jumanji probably right around Christmas.
I'm just thinking I'm going to probably see that movie like 3 times.
Yeah. What, Star Wars? Mm-hmm. Easily.
Yeah.
Probably in the same weekend.
Yeah.
They're probably in the same
What are you doing today? Seeing the Star Wars. You saw it yesterday. Yep. And the day before.
I saw it by myself. Now I'm about to see it with Howard. Then all of us are going. Do you want to come? Yes. All right. We'll make it 4 times.
Here we go. I got Movie Pass, man. I got to burn a hole in that car.
I'm going to see the first time in 3D. I have to see it in 3D. Then after that, it'll be all Movie Pass.
Yeah. I mean, godly, I'm so excited. Especially because I saw something that was trying to hint at
now
Luke having a red lightsaber.
Yeah.
Like,
there is a little drama with the Star Wars right now because Disney is asking for more of the profit share from movie theaters. So it's a lot of movie theaters.
Those greedy fucking bastards.
A lot of movie theaters says, all right, we're going to reduce your screens.
Hey, I don't blame them.
Because normally it's like 45%. Disney's asking for 60%.
Dude, these fools are crazy.
Right. Do you not realize it's going to make money at 45%? And you got all the merch. You got the toys. You got the commercials. I mean, you got Nissan paying you.
I feel like they're at like 10% though increase. They'd probably get like another $1 billion.
Exactly.
Or however much money it's just gonna bring.
You really need that. So there's a little drama with that, but
with the way they're going though, I imagine what they're gonna end up doing is having exclusive Disney movie theaters where you can only go to these places to see Disney movies being released.
If they have exclusive Disney movie theaters, I want it to be running constantly, nonstop. Everything under Disney, Marvel, Star Wars. Fuck it, the live action Lion King that's gonna be made.
They better take Movie Pass.
Right. Oh, Disney ain't going for that.
Hell no. You have to they have like a fast pass line is like $100,000.
Right.
Dude, so totally like out of the park, but I was watching Family Guy. Bro, Family Guy out of nowhere is way funnier than what it was for a while.
Junius Lakita, thanks for checking us out. Thanks for joining us. But yeah, go ahead about Family Guy.
They had some 2-part episode over the weekend that I saw with Brian getting back on Twitter and posting some random tweet about how he's going to go see this Kevin Hart movie. He's like, no, I'm just kidding. I'm white and I went to college. And then he goes watch Baywatch. And then for that 2 hours that he's in there, it just has like him in the movie theater and all these fucking tweets that are going off. And then Peter's the only one that's like, yo, how's Baywatch? And then he comes out and some girl comes up to him. And she's like, hey, are you, because his name was @dog backwards. And he was like, yeah, I am. She just throws a Coke on him. Bro, it was hilarious though. Like,
Junior saw it. Junior saw that Family Guy episode.
Dog, Junior, it's hilarious, right? Like Family Guy has gotten so crazy now. Like, I think it was last week or the week before, they had one episode that they redid 3 times with 3 different directors.
I heard about that.
Yeah, it was Tarantino, Wes Anderson, and Michael Bay.
Yeah.
Bro, Michael Bay's it didn't make any sense. The opening scene was him. They're all at Pawtucket Brewery.
Yeah.
And they were all
You know, you
shirtless,
told me
covered in
about that
oil,
one.
like swole.
Yeah, you told me about that one.
Dog,
Yeah.
it was hilarious. He's like, pans to the camera and breaks the fourth wall and is like, yeah, I don't know what's going on either.
Oh, shit.
But
But
yeah.
thanks all y'all joining us. Well, we're not done with Facebook Live because I got a rant that I got to get off my chest.
Go for it.
But so yes, before we go to the whole little finale closeout, let me say this. I know we have some people that are woke that listen.
Oh, God, this is great. Go on. Wait, I didn't even know this was coming.
Oh no one knew it was.
I'm
coming.
excited.
But
Yes.
let me tell y'all why y'all have to shut the fuck up about Black Panther. There are people that are mad because Black Panther was created by a white guy.
Oh.
So I know
What?
y'all are woke, but on this subject, this is Inception. You're still asleep. So, one, the inspiration for Black Panther came from Stan Lee's time in the military, from a friend who was African American. That's where he really got the idea from. Black Panther wasn't originally called Black Panther. His original name was Cold Tiger. And the artist, Jack Kirby, rest in peace, said, yeah, that's not going to work.
What's up, Tiger?
Right, well, Cold Tiger.
Mm-hmm.
Because he, like,
His name was what?
Cold Tiger.
No, it's bad.
Yeah.
That's pretty
Jack
bad.
Kirby was like, that's not a good idea. It just sounds, he was like, for one, it sounds pretty racist. Two, it doesn't sound cool.
Nah.
So they end up switching over to Black Panther. Now, this predates the Black Panther Party. So, no, the character's not named for the Black Panther Party because this comes before the Black Panther Party. Also,
Well, I want to point something out on that.
yeah.
Who the fuck cares if the Black Panther Party and a superhero have the same name because it's based off of a fucking animal that actually
Exists.
is around.
Well,
but go on though.
like
Go
I said,
on.
that's
That's silly.
That's these woke people. I'm like, and then like I heard
Hoteps.
Yeah, I'm like, look, man. Just because it wasn't created by us, this is one of the most powerful characters in the Marvel universe. We're not talking Marvel Cinematic Universe. We're talking Marvel Universe. The richest comic book character in all of universes. He's Richard. He has more money than Bruce Wayne and Tony Stark combined.
Damn.
He's a fucking king.
So
So
what was the issue? I haven't even seen anything about this.
it's a lot. I was in a couple of nerd groups or whatever, and people were having issue that there's like, well, I ain't gonna say because he was created by a white guy, white Jewish guy. This is the same guy who tried to subtly make the civil rights movement understandable. How did he do that? The mutant.
Oh yeah, it's an allegory towards
the civil rights struggle, just like Professor X, Martin Luther King, Magneto, Malcolm X. Both wanted the same thing, but by different means.
I never understood why people will poke holes at something like, oh, this was created by a white dude, can't watch it. Fuck cares? It's better than what you guys are coming up with to honor a black superhero. They took a black superhero and made him a badass. Not like, oh,
Right.
here's this black superhero and I don't know, he's garbage can man or some stupid shit like that.
It
Like
wasn't like-
he's a king in Africa, an advanced technology city with advanced technology, and he's rich as hell, smart as hell, and kicks everyone's ass.
Kicks everyone's ass. I mean, he done fought. The one time Captain America beat Black Panther, Captain America knew something was wrong. He says he has to be sick or mind controlled, and sure enough, he was poisoned. Captain
How
America.
could you be mad at that?
Captain America knows that he can't beat Black Panther. The only thing he can do is outlast him.
And then on top of all that, my thing is, you got the movie just being directed by a black guy, starring almost a predominantly black cast, and there's nothing derogatory about any of it that's going on. Nothing that can whitewash it. I mean, the whole stance is that, hey, I'm going to speak with my accent because, yeah, I speak English, but this is a country that was never tainted by Western imperialism. Like, what's wrong with any of this message at all?
Right. I mean, like, it's so many people are.
Sometimes, and this is actually funny because it's right in line with this Facebook thing. Sometimes people just find something to be pissed off
angry
about.
Just
It's
I'm like,
for no fucking
just
reason.
get off the internet, please. Just go fly a kite or some shit. I don't know. So yeah, that's my rant. If you're one of those people, don't even go see it. Please don't. I'll go see it again in your place. I will see it multiple times.
Yeah, like you're not gonna go see some movie because it's started by a white guy, but now you're not supporting an all black cast to help them
with
better.
a black director, with black
helping
writers,
all them better their careers and showing support for their careers.
with new black artists on the soundtrack. Like
Yeah.
Ryan Coogler said, I don't want a lot of older guys. He said, I want to bring some of the newer artists into this movie.
Oh God, it's so silly.
Like Vic Mensa.
That's like how do you like? You should ask these people, hey, do you support the NBA? That was started by a white guy. Do you like shoes? Do you like Nike? That was started by a white guy.
So I mean, it's just one of those things. Like,
Yeah. Unless you're just wearing FUBU, and that's it. I don't want to hear shit about
football
that.
got sold, so I mean, still.
But it was started by a black guy.
Yeah, true. Anyways, that's my rant. You can like it or hate it. I don't really care because Facebook Live, we're coming to an end. So we ask that you subscribe to our show on all major platforms, including the iTunes, SoundCloud, Google Play, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, and coming soon, Spotify.
Unless you're super woke, because Spotify's definitely started by some white guys, and so is iTunes.
Like I said, you're still asleep. This is Inception, you know. Give them the kick.
Yeah.
If you're on iTunes, make sure you give us some constructive feedback. You know, tell us what you like. You may like this rant. You may disagree with this rant. I actually want to hear this. I'm almost in debate mode about this one right now. So I want to hear this feedback. In fact, I'll put a picture on my IG at Ziggy the Lionhearted. Bring it. I don't care. But also, those of you who are watching and listening and catching this Facebook discussion a little bit later than live, because we got some people who like to watch it a little bit later. Share this live post and the entire show because we will be talking about other things. We're going to be talking about The Punisher, which I finished watching. And I also started watching Spike Lee redid a movie into a TV show on Netflix called She's Gotta Have It. I saw the first episode. I'm going to try to get 2 more episodes in tonight. It's pretty interesting, but I also got some very big things I want to talk about concerning Spike Lee. And lastly, please donate to our mission. Help us bring more enriched and inspiring content each and every week. Help us take you to the movies. Maybe not Black. I don't know if we're going to take them to see Black Panther.
Probably not.
Because, I mean, I got a whole crew. We're getting, like, African prints and everything. We're going to show up in the movie theater in African print. So, but it's going to be a lot of movies between now and then. And we want to take y'all to the movies. It's some good stuff coming down the line. Or, heck, we may say, hey, you know what? Watch party at one of our places. We don't know whose. Or we may rent out a pool house and do it or something like that. And say watch party.
Yeah.
But that takes money. So we need you to donate. You can donate one time, or you can go on a monthly Patreon by going to www.thesphere.tv/donate. It's just that simple. It helps us out. Brings you more involved. And now, like I said, we're going to talk about The Punisher. We're going to talk about She's Gotta Have It. Both which are on Netflix. Because Netflix is killing the game right now.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to talk about a trailer. I don't think you saw it. Miniseries on HBO called Gunpowder, starring Kit Harington. And it's about the Gunpowder plot. Guy Fawkes. Remember the 5th of November.
This is going to be interesting.
And it's a miniseries. Now, he's not Guy Fawkes. He's another guy.
Who's playing Guy Fawkes, though?
I forgot. I have to see. So, yeah. But yeah, man. So, let me go ahead and go with She's Gotta Have It first. Because I only saw one episode, and I can talk about that first few minutes, get that out of the way.
It seems like it's probably lackluster.
No, it's actually pretty good. I like it. So far, it's interesting. You know, it's about a woman who's, some say promiscuous, some say just enjoying her sexuality. You know, basically a lady player, what you was almost saying.
It's called She's Gotta Have It.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, and you know, it was a movie.
Yeah.
I want to say 30 years ago. It was Spike Lee's first movie. Yeah. I also listen to Sway in the Morning. I also know that Spike Lee is looking to do School Days as a Broadway musical.
That'd be cool.
So he's working on that right now. I was like, I'll go to New York.
Dude, he's got some movie about vampires called The Sweet Blood of Jesus that I've been wanting to see.
I never heard of it.
Yeah, I didn't either. And I don't know how I even came across
that's the
it.
original
But
movie right there, yeah.
yeah. I don't know how I came across it, but it's a Spike Lee movie about, I think it came out like a year or two ago.
Yeah. But, and like I said, she's an artist, you know, it's showing her how she just, you know, do her thing.
Yeah.
And it's not a bad one. But my biggest issue is Spike, and it's Spike Lee.
Mm-hmm.
And in recent movies, he's had this thing where he will linger in a message or a moment a little too long,
Mm-hmm.
or just put like almost an extra intensity to it to where it felt fake.
Yeah.
Like I think the first time I noticed it was in She Hate Me, the movie with Anthony Mackie and Kerry Washington.
Yeah.
Where he's banging all the lesbians and getting paid for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And sometimes, like I said, it's a couple of moments in that movie you like, that message went a little too long. Or like I said, it felt like a fake message.
Yeah, I feel like sometimes his movies are a little bit over, like in some parts.
Overdone.
Yeah. It's like,
Overdone.
you should have. We get it.
We get it.
Like, go ahead and cut it off right
You
now.
can cut out those last 2 minutes of that part.
Yeah.
But and then I was having a conversation before the show, like in the little black, like sort of black film appreciation group. I consider Spike a pioneer, but I think we got a lot of young and new black directors that can possibly outdo what he does.
I agree, because I like a lot of Spike Lee movies. Like Mo Better Blues is one of my favorites.
Like
but,
the old stuff, yes.
Yeah, but I think after a while, though, he kind of started like it's weird, because I feel like he started kind of like circling around like the comments he would make about like Tarantino and stuff. Like, I'm like, yeah, I get where you're coming from, but just like in your movies where your comments or whatever is like too long-winded, I feel like he was doing the same thing, kind of just trying to raise up some controversy. 'Cause I feel like some of his movies are like just in and of themselves, they're okay.
Yeah.
But I think some of them kind of, they just kind of suck.
Well, he lost a lot of credibility with me with the whole Tommy Hilfiger was racist thing.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, y'all do know that Tommy Hilfiger didn't do interviews. Only Andy did the interviews.
Yeah.
Tommy never did them. So where did you get the information from?
Yeah, you can. I've looked on the internet. I've had this conversation with people. I was like, yo, he never said anything about my clothes aren't made for black people. He
Right.
literally never said that.
Right. And Spike Lee was one of the firm people that pushed it out. And I was just like, dude, misinformation is almost as bad.
Yeah. Especially when you're claiming that someone actually said something and
right.
there's no way of actually
And
showing
honestly,
that
like I
happened.
said, that was one of those scarlet letter type of things, because Hilfiger's reputation went down after that.
Yeah.
So, but the cool thing I got from this first episode of She's Gotta Have It on Netflix. Well, the episodes are only 30 to 40 minutes long. So, and it's only 10 episodes.
Mm-hmm.
So I may finish it by tomorrow. But she's a fan of movie and film.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize that it's called a cinephile. So, fellow cinephile.
Yep.
There it is. On Intermission.
There we go.
But, what the fuck? Sorry. I'm sorry. Y'all gotta excuse me on that one. Phone was going off.
And on that note, because that was actually from the Sphere.
It really was.
This portion of the show is sponsored by the Sphere. Are you starting your business and looking for a place to advertise? Do you have a need to reach out to thousands of people across the world to build your brand or sell your product? If so, get your product placement and advertising needs handled right here at the Sphere. We offer a wide variety of content delivery platforms, including iTunes, Google Play, SoundCloud, YouTube, and Stitcher. Plus, we have a vast demographic reach within the United States as well as modern countries across the globe. Our enriched content and inspiring dialogue, coupled with your strategic ad, is surely to hit the mark every time. Call us today at area code 832-772-7789 or send an email over to advertise@thesphere.tv.
Did Ichabod forget our waters?
That is going to be his name permanently.
Ichabod.
Holy shit.
Okay, that's it.
That's perfect.
Yeah, perfect. All right, Ichabod.
But yeah, I think he did.
Yeah.
I was just thinking about it. I was like, it's getting a little hot in here.
Yeah, I'm like, I just drank this coffee.
A little
I'm
parched.
thirsty. Yeah. Ichabod.
Fucking Ichabod.
All right, so did you check out The Punisher?
No, dude. I'm planning on starting it tonight at like 3 o'clock in the morning. I've been so fucking busy, but
All right.
I was restoring houses all weekend.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
All seriousness, this is probably one of the best things Marvel has put out.
I have not heard one bad thing about this show yet.
Like,
even people who don't like Marvel shit.
You know how all the movies we prefer, most fans prefer the Winter Soldier, Captain America, as the best MCU movie.
Absolutely. There's no contest.
The Punisher takes over as the best show. Cause
so is it because of John Berthal's like portrayal, or is the storylines just good? Is it the action, or is it?
Let me break that down. All right, for one, now I knew John Berthal after the Daredevil season 2 had the persona, but I always felt like he was a little short for Punisher.
Like height wise?
Yeah.
Okay. Vertically challenged. Gotcha.
Hey, you remember you saw Baby Driver when they were all in the elevator. Berthal was the shortest one in the elevator.
He's a short guy.
Yeah. Well, that you won't even think about that. Watching this, like the attitude and the persona, he plays Frank Castle to the point where, and I felt this was perfect. There was times you're not gonna like him on the show.
Nice.
And it's throughout the whole show. The 8-episode jinx does not happen.
Cool. That's what I was concerned about. There's like, what, 13 episodes?
They took it and stretched that story out and added elements into that story. That one story, they didn't have to branch off into a secondary story.
Yeah.
Which is normally what happens during the 8 episode. They didn't have to do that. And it plays and it does well. The action.
Yeah, he does some work with a sledgehammer.
On first episode.
Yeah, I'm excited about seeing that. It's just something about of an action scene where someone uses something that you don't like a sledgehammer or
like he feels like that hero,
metal chair.
The hero who's unhinged, trying to become hinged again, but you know he's unhinged. You know he's not quite there.
So he's like Rorschach, where he's like trying to do good but just slightly crazy.
Slightly crazy, but the good thing about the show is it makes him come back a bit because there's another character in the comic books named Micro who's the tech guy, and he has to work with Micro throughout the whole season.
So who's his villain in this?
The villain is
So he didn't take it on the government?
Yeah, it's really the CIA.
That's a big toll.
Yeah.
Fuck you, CIA.
Yeah.
I'm going to take you guys on.
Which is a nice departure from what we normally see. Like in all the movies and stuff we've seen from Punisher, he's always fighting the mafia or some crime family. Like they was like, no, we want to, with the current climate. And I can understand why they were sort of hesitant. Because there's one slight sub-story, but it plays into the main story that it's not that much of a sub-story. Because there's some stuff about gun control, homemade terrorists.
He's definitely would fall into that category of homemade terrorists. Right. That's for damn sure.
Right, it's stuff going on.
Oh, shit.
The thing is, at one point, it's asking, is he a vigilante or is he a terrorist?
Yeah.
And it's others as well that's doing stuff. You have to see.
It's funny because that idea was played around with on Batman and stuff too.
Yeah.
Like when he was branding people, and then when Lex Luthor set him up for killing some dude or whatever. And
yeah.
So I'm glad to see it continue. This is an interesting thing that I've always wondered. Like it blurs the line. Like the line's always been blurred. Like
Batman's one of those good. You know, he was a vigilante, but he was way more good.
So
the
Punisher. So you wouldn't say he's necessarily good. If you had to give him on one of those little characteristic charts where it's like chaotic good and all that, what would you?
He's
probably need Ichabod in here for that.
I'll put it like this. If, like, as far as being good, let's say good was a cheese pizza.
Okay. I'll bite.
And the more you get, the more toppings you add on, the more you get away from good. Batman's probably sausage pepperoni.
Okay.
Punisher is probably a combination.
Supreme. You got some Canadian bacon in there and some veggies.
Some onions, some mushrooms. Like, he like I said, it's parts of the show where you will not like him.
So it's like you almost have too many toppings on there to bake the pizza.
Yeah, like he's that.
It's almost a sake pizza.
He's that close.
Yeah.
To just not being a good guy.
Does he kill anybody innocent?
I don't know if you could call them innocent.
Okay, cool. So everything's borderline. I like that.
Right.
That's good. It gives you some things to think about.
Like he struggles with it in the show. Like, I really hope I don't have to kill this person. But if he gets in my way, I will kill him.
Yeah. I've been wanting to see a character like that for a while. Like, ever since I got, and I'm going back to Rorschach again.
Yeah.
When I saw that, like, when he had that clip in Watchmen where it was like, I'm not locked in here with y'all. Y'all are locked in here with me. And you see him just going around and breaking people's thumbs.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, I want to see, like, another character just like that. Where it's like, they tread the line of, is he a good guy? Is he a bad guy? Like, I think it makes a way more complex character when you can't really decide, you know, if they're good or bad.
If they're good or bad, if you like him or not. I mean, like I said, to me, that was another. And I try not to rag on this guy. I'm trying to ease up on how I feel about this director because I know he went through a lot with the whole, especially with Justice League. Some of his stuff. Like,
every time it always comes back to this dude. But go ahead.
Because I mean, he posted a picture today. Like his daughter would have been 21 today. So I was like, you know, I'm not gonna rag on it too hard because he left in early post production.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but he left in early post production, so most of the film was well shot, and Josh Whedon came in and filled in. But I felt like The Watchmen is the only reason Zack Snyder got the job at DCEU.
Which is weird because so many people hate it.
Right,
Watchmen. I thought it was a great movie.
I mean, I liked it. Some stuff I could have done without. Didn't need to see that much blue penis.
Facts. Didn't need to see so many blue dicks.
Did not see.
Like, the whole movie is just like blue dicks, except for this one time where he wears a shirt and then all of a sudden, boom, blue dick.
Or when they were doing a flashback and he had a blue bikini on. So
yeah, he was like killing people and like it's just like, bro, not only are you vaporizing all these Vietnamese people, but you're also dangling your balls over them. Like, that's just adding insult to injury.
It really is.
Bullshit, Zack Snyder. Bullshit.
It really is.
And
But The Punisher is well worth the watch. Honestly, it is probably something you can watch again. Now, here's something cool. A cool thing about The Punisher. Oh, look, we got Ichabod returning our waters.
thank you.
What? Yes, Ichabod.
Go.
In fact, just pass it to him.
There you go.
Thank you, Ichabod.
We don't need you on camera. I don't need to see you.
Thank you, Ichabod.
You did good, kid. Later, intern.
But the cool thing about The Punisher is you don't have to go through all the Marvel Netflix shows.
Mm-hmm.
Like, honestly, you really only need, if you really wanted to,
Daredevil.
Yeah, that second season of Daredevil.
Yeah, because I didn't want to watch.
You don't need Jessica Jones. You don't need Luke Cage.
What's the Defenders? I didn't even want to watch that because I haven't seen Jessica Jones. I can't stand Iron Fist.
I skipped Iron Fist. Like, after I told you, I got 3 episodes in. I said, fuck it. I just went straight to the Defenders.
I think I stopped on like episode 5 or 6.
I just went straight to the Defenders.
Did you ever watch Jessica Jones?
Jessica Jones I liked it more than I thought I would.
Yeah, I heard it was pretty good.
Yeah.
But
and they're actually filming it right now along with Daredevil.
See, Luke
Cage just finished filming, so it's in post production.
So I wonder who's gonna be his villain this time around, because what's his name? Diamondback was garbage, dude. Well, I couldn't stand him.
Oh, and like I said, you get multiple villains in The Punisher, and there's one that dies, but it's one that lives.
I was gonna ask you, like, how many does he kill?
One that dies, one that lives, and the one that lives, you can't wait for the second season because you know it's about to be some shit.
Okay. All right. I'm sold. I'm watching it.
But like I said, you don't need it. Like everyone says, you know, a lot of MCU, you got to watch like the other stuff.
Fuck that.
You really don't have to watch season 2 of Daredevil. You really don't. But it helps. But it does help.
Have you...
Because it, like, the moment the first episode kicks off, it picks up immediately after Daredevil season 2.
I guess I'm going to watch it this week. I mean, literally everybody I talked to on the phone this weekend I'm watching Punisher.
Within the first 10 minutes, you realize it's immediately after.
Yeah. Okay. How long until I get to see a sledgehammer scene, though?
It's like in the last...
I'm only here because of that.
The last act of episode 1.
Okay. So I can fast forward. Got it.
And here's the thing. Like, there's even comedic moments, especially between him and Micro.
Yeah.
But it's more like the way... You can't even call them friends because they're two assholes to each other. That's the thing.
Solid.
Yeah. You got the guy who thinks he knows it all and the guy who just doesn't give a fuck.
Hell yeah, that's why I like.
So
That's it. Like it sounds like it's more of a realistic
it is.
superhero type movie because I
It
never
is
picture a
very-
superhero being like, oh yes, I'm here to save the day. I feel like I like
Well-
that brighter when I did that too. That's cool.
Yeah, and I just look right.
It does. But
And I just look right into it and blinded myself.
yeah,
So,
yeah. But seeing something like that where it's like I was like, dude, because to be a superhero, you're going out there night after night fighting. Like, one, you got to be a little crazy.
well,
2, there's no way in hell you're just really a nice guy. You're fighting somebody every single day, getting your ass punched and kicked
I
and
think
shit.
that's what I liked about Daredevil. That's why, honestly, if it wasn't for the Punisher, I will say Daredevil was my favorite Marvel because he did this night after night, and you saw it affected his work, it affected his relationships. Like when Daredevil got his ass kicked in episode 3, you can be in episode 7, he still got the bruise on his.
Yeah. See, and I never liked that about superhero movies.
Yeah.
Period. It was like you got Batman, who I'm up till 5 o'clock in the morning chasing after the Joker, and then here it is, 7 o'clock, and I'm back in the office at Wayne Corp sipping my coffee, like, ha, yes, Jerry, that's a
Like-
funny joke.
Yeah, Daredevil,
Do it all over again.
aka Matt Murdock. When he went into the office, he looked like he'd been up all fucking night. Didn't
Black
shave,
eyes.
didn't shave, cuts on
Broken
his
nose.
eyebrow. What happened? Oh, I ran into a door. I mean, you're blind, so you can get away with excuses like that.
Yeah. Like, oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
But, you know, there's no interesting segue from that. I
There's
ran
not.
through a couple and I was like, nothing is good coming from this. So, this portion of the show is brought to you by KOG and Company. Are your unique gifts and talents changing the world? Unleash Your Dopeness is a people empowerment movement built to encourage the masses to operate outside of their fears and have the gall to recklessly pursue their dreams and passions in life. Join thousands of others as we unlock the greatness that dwells inside. Shop dope gear at KOGpassion.com. That's KOGpassion.com. And use coupon code DOPE for 10% off exclusive Unleash Your Dopeness apparel. Act now. Sizes are selling fast. Holy shit, Jarvis. The only time you ever messed up and you weren't even trying to.
I'm sorry. Someone just sent me a message of early screening for The Shape of Water,
Ooh.
but I think it's next Monday. Well, no. What's next Monday? The 4th.
Tomorrow, next Monday is the 4th, yeah.
So it's the Monday after that. We can't do it because it's on the 11th.
What's up with the 11?
That's the screening.
Oh, yeah. What time, though?
7. So, movie pass it will be.
Yeah.
I
wonder how that's
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, that's another one before the year ends. Shape of Water. So,
I haven't seen much advertisement about it, so.
well, they put out a Red Band trailer, and
Yeah.
that was pretty dope.
When I saw the trailer like originally in the movie theater, and I was like, "Yo, that's Abe Sapien."
Yeah, no one knew.
No one.
Right.
I'm talking about crickets. I was like, okay, well, whatever. You guys are fools. It's gonna be a great movie.
Right. Now, you didn't get to see the trailer, so maybe we can get on the output. But the trailer we're going to talk about is called Gunpowder, which is basically about the gunpowder plot that happens in France. We all know this because it's the pretty much theme that motivates V for Vendetta, the gunpowder plot and treason. Remember the 5th of November. But this is the story of how Guy Fawkes and others plotted to overthrow the government. Let's see what we got here. So yeah, that was Guy Fawkes.
Okay, he looks like he would be Guy Fawkes.
Yeah, that's Guy. And I think Kit Harington is playing one of the diplomats that helped him organize it.
Good to see he's on the right side.
You didn't want him on the other side.
God no.
He came because he's Jon Snow.
You know nothing, John.
Winter is coming. Winter is here.
I wonder if he makes a shameless plug like that.
It's getting cold out here.
Oh man, looks like winter is coming.
So yeah, it's called Gunpowder. Yeah, December 18th. There's some actually interesting stuff dropping this. Well, I can't say this month yet.
You know they gotta gear up for the start of the new season. Goodness.
I'm waiting. Like Westworld. I'm like, when is that show even coming back?
Bro, I still haven't gotten past the first episode. Not because it's not good, but I always end up watching this movie at like this show at 2:00 in the morning.
Well, see, like I
and
said,
fall asleep and wake up and it's 3 episodes in. I'm like, what the hell?
I got sort of the same problem with Mr. Robot right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to catch everything, so I sit down and watch it, and I doze off, and now it's episode 4. Fuck.
Yeah, and I'll just say you don't want to like try and skip through it.
No, I don't want. But every time I do that, I start completely over.
Yeah.
So I go back to the beginning of the first episode and try to start watching again, because I usually fall asleep near the end of the first episode.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, dude, you gotta.
It might be a good thing for Christmas break for me.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't
sneeze.
No. But anyways, the Gunpowder looks good. It's a 3-part miniseries on HBO. I like that they're doing a miniseries instead of a season.
Mm-hmm.
I think some stuff needs to be miniseries. Like
I think that doesn't get utilized enough. Like one of my favorite, I guess, miniseries or TV shows would be The Tin Man.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I just feel like miniseries are pretty cool. Did you ever watch Taboo? Tom Hardy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been trying to. It's on Hulu, and I've been trying to watch it, but it just won't play.
I will talk about it. I was giving
I just didn't know if you had finished it or not.
Oh yeah, I finished it. I'm waiting for him to go back to it because they said it will be coming back.
Nice.
But right now, he's filming Venom.
Wait, what?
He's Venom. You didn't know
Fuck
that?
no, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's filming.
Oh shit, that's cool.
He's filming the Venom movie right now.
Nice.
And the way they're playing it is, Spider-Man didn't get the alien symbiote first. Eddie Brock did. And we may see Carnage in the Venom movie.
Okay, I did hear something about Carnage because that spawned this whole debate between me and Jada, and I ended up seeing like how many different symbiotes there were.
Yeah, the main 4 is Venom, Carnage, Anti-Venom, and Toxin.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the main 4.
Man, Venom was one of my favorite characters. Like he's so cool.
Right, because here's the thing: Venom wasn't bad. He just wanted to kill Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's what made him bad. Otherwise, he would help people.
Yeah.
But if Spider-Man was there, it's like, oh, fuck this. Gloves are off. Right?
Yeah. Fuck that guy.
Like, gloves are off. This guy has to die.
There can only be one.
Right. So yeah, he's filming Venom right now.
I want to see them make a new Highlander.
I think the screenplay it's being worked on right now.
Oh man, it's exciting.
I think it's being worked on right now, and I think it's going to feature more global.
Yeah, I mean,
but I want because I like swords. I'm one of those guys who like the sword making. I used to watch the shows on A&E, like Swordsmiths and Bladesmiths.
Dude, they had some epic shit on those.
Yeah, so I want to see some of the different swords, and they're saying they're planning more than one movie, of course, because Hollywood's fucking greedy.
Dude, they had the most epic theme song.
Oh yeah,
that shit was intense.
So they want to introduce more swords, like the William Wallace broadsword, the scimitar from like Persia and stuff like that, the katana, all these different swords.
You mean like throughout Highlander?
Yeah, like
that'd be cool.
They're saying like they want to introduce a more global and introduce more swordware.
Yeah. That'd be
and
cool.
I was like, that's a pretty dope ass idea.
I always wondered about that because they had that weird movie where there was like an alien Highlander at one point.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, they had some heathen missteps for sure, but
and
then Endgame was garbage.
And then it was like and it's not always gonna be just swords. You're gonna have like daggers and knives, like the Bowie knife, the Damascus dagger, all this kind of stuff.
Oh god. I gotta research this now.
So, because there's so many bladed weapons that they felt they didn't utilize.
Yeah, there's a shit. I mean, hell, they could have used an axe.
Right. So, and like I said, they're saying that it might be Celtic axes, stuff like that. So, they're working on it. I think they're working on it right now. So, hopefully, they'll have something hammered out soon. Yeah, good one.
Yeah.
But I don't want them to put an overly famous actor in the role.
No, me neither.
I want a sort of young face, maybe someone from a TV series or something.
I want them to do something too kind of risky,
Yeah.
Because Highlander has always been a weird show genre type thing, anyways. And I feel like if they put somebody too mainstream, it'll feel like every other action movie out there.
Yeah. I want it sort of fresh. Put it in like what I call the risk months or
November.
Well, November, January, and February. When studios aren't sure how the movie's going to do, they put in those 3 months.
Throw Mel Gibson in there too. Dude, that would be crazy.
I say,
I could see Tom Hardy playing somebody in Highlander.
Gerard Butler.
I don't like Gerard Butler.
I like him when he's doing action. He got a little too much into the whole rom-coms for a second.
I just don't like the shit I hear about him as a person. He seems kind of like a shit person.
Well, he was a lawyer.
Didn't know that.
Yeah. He graduated summa cum laude from law school, led his law fraternity over in Ireland, and walked away from it to become an actor.
Take it back. The last movie I did see him in that I liked was Law Abiding Citizen. He was fucking dope in that.
He wasn't bad. I like Olympus Has Fallen.
Who?
Olympus Has Fallen. He was okay. I didn't like the sequel. I
See,
didn't like London Has Fallen, but I did like Olympus.
the movie was okay, but the thing that I hated about that movie had nothing to even do wholly on that movie was because that movie came out and then so did White House Down.
Yeah, it really did.
It's just, I don't know which movie I watched.
I saw.
I thought they were the same movie. I know I saw both of them, but couldn't tell you the plot.
Well, you got, like I said, when you do Highlander, you can go with all them English actors, the Irish actors. Colin Farrell would be fun to watch. Crazy.
Colin Farrell would be hilarious to see as Highlander.
Oh, let's get one of them crazy. I want him as the villain.
I want to see Johnny Depp in there too, like him being an American Highlander.
Let Colin Farrell be the villain.
Yeah,
And crazy too.
fuck, that would be legit.
Yeah. But yeah, that's gonna be our show. What's up? What you got?
One of the things I did see about Harry Potter, there's probably gonna be a Triwizard tournament in the new
Crowns of Grindelwald.
Yeah,
Fantastic Beasts, Crowns of
and
Grindelwald.
Nicholas Flamel will supposedly be in this too. Interesting. We should do a Harry Potter episode.
We should, because I almost sent you this article. So it was like 48 things that happened. That's the loudest whisper. Ichabod.
Get your ass out of here.
It was the 48 things that happened after the series ended. It's like stuff like Harry and Malfoy never became friends, but they do appreciate each other.
Mm-hmm. Lame.
But
One of them murdered the other.
Huh.
I wanted one of them to murder the other.
Well, we know that didn't happen with the end of the movie.
Yeah, I know. One can hope.
Harry, Ron, and Neville did not go back to school because they still had one more year of school left.
Mm-hmm.
Only Hermione did.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Because they all became Aurors. Hermione ended up becoming the head of magical law.
Makes sense.
So, yeah, it makes sense. It was just a whole bunch of other stuff like Cho married a muggle.
No, she was terrible. She was one of the most forgettable characters on there.
The only thing I hated was it didn't show nothing that happened with Dean, the guy who's on How to Get Away with Murder. It didn't say what happened to him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Shacklebolt. He's now the minister of he's over all of it now.
I'm really excited about this movie.
I am too. I know Melinda's Kareem's wife. For those who are listening, well,
I know Melinda's Kareem's wife.
Well, I know but we got listeners. We got listeners and stuff.
Yeah,
like
I know that was just funny. That was a funny pause.
Like we went day of to see Fantastic Beasts, and we saw it in 3D. We said we liked it. The only thing was in the movie theater, it felt a little too dark.
Like dark, like lighting wise, or dark,
Lighting
like
wise.
okay.
Yeah. So the 3D was good, but it was just sort of dark.
I've been noticing that a lot with 3D movies. It seems like they need to brighten it up a little bit.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Marvel does it. It's DC went all dark. Oh yeah, and another thing, one of our guest hosts, Marcus. So I posted those pictures about the Vanity Fair, posting everybody from Infinity War, which that's everybody that we know of. They say there's gonna be characters we haven't seen before in Infinity War.
I just hope Iron Fist is in it. I hope he's a casualty. Just kill him off.
Anyways, Marcus says he's not that excited, especially after seeing Punisher, because he wanted a more mature MCU. And I was like, I understand what you're saying, but that won't work with every character.
No, he can't do that with Guardians of the Galaxy.
You can't, like I said, that's a lot of people's issue with the whole DCEU. They did a Superman movie in the style of Batman, basically.
Yep.
And that was too dark. It wasn't until Justice League that everybody felt we got the Superman that we we've been reading about, that we've known.
Mm-hmm. Like I can see as somebody who's not like really big into comic
Well,
books,
I mean,
like how you could have a darker Superman, but you can't do a Batman Superman. Like you can't do it like that. You can have him like seem more human, but
right. But it was just like
too dark.
The tone of Man of Steel was just a little too
very, very nihilistic.
Right. And I'm like, I can understand like what he's saying with the Punisher. That may work for someone maybe like Hawkeye and Black Widow. If they get a movie or a series, I think it'll be dope if they had a miniseries.
See what they would have to have done,
but you can't.
The same way they done with Captain America, where it started off lighthearted and slowly progressed into something darker. They can't just go boom, dark.
Well, the thing I liked about the Captain America series was there's a theme in all three movies: consequence.
Yeah.
Like no matter what there's consequence for every action that you do, and you get that with Captain America.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm gonna choose my friend. Now I'm wanted.
Yeah, and that's the one thing I can say. I think like made Captain America like so much better than the majority of the MCU movies.
Yeah,
because there was like one underlying theme throughout.
Yeah,
and no matter what the changing times around this character was, it was him. And you can start seeing that he's holding on to this fundamental characteristic that made him great in the beginning, and now it's starting to appear to be kind of a flaw in his character.
And that thing is loyalty.
Yeah.
You know, Captain America is loyal to a fault, as we see in Civil War.
Yeah.
But like I was telling Marcus, I was like, you can't do a Spider-Man movie in the tone of Daredevil.
Absolutely not.
Or even you can't even do it in the tone of the Punisher or Daredevil. I mean, Spider-Man's too lighthearted. So I say it will work. And I think Marvel puts their darker characters on Netflix.
Yeah.
I mean, the movies get the lighter characters, the ones that's gonna have the toys. You can't do a Punisher toy really anymore. I mean, Marvel actually was debating pushing the Punisher back of the two mass shootings we just had happen here.
Yeah.
And considering that a theme at one point in the show is gun control.
Yeah.
And how other people are rebelling against it. Some guys are rebelling against it.
The more and more I think about it, just in general, there's no way you can make the MCU that dark.
You can't.
And I mean, because in my mind, DC has always been the darker of the two.
Well, see, to me, DC's not even dark. Batman's
darker of the two. I mean, just of the two.
I say Batman's dark, and only because of the Injustice line does Superman get dark. Now, Green Lantern has some dark shit going on in it, like. I know that last Green Lantern, he became a Green Lantern. The moment he became a Green Lantern was after he found his girlfriend was killed by a serial killer and stuffed in his refrigerator.
Wow.
Right.
Holy shit.
Right. Like, that was one of the hardest things I ever saw in the comic book. I was like, because they didn't show her in the refrigerator, but you saw the door and there was just blood on the edges of the door. I was like, holy shit, that was
like I couldn't even picture like an MCU movie having like blood in it, you know, not like like real blood,
but like grotesque blood.
Yeah, I can see like some purple dripping, like
I can see like fight blood, stuff like that, but like just like honestly, I can't. I think that was the problem with DC. They went too dark for everyone.
Yeah, I really feel that it should be like a gradual descent into the darkness. Like I think that'd be cool.
I just feel it should be placed in certain areas. Like
like how the fuck are you gonna make the Flash like a super dark comic?
Well, and that's what they're trying to do with the whole Flashpoint. Because that's a crazy storyline.
Yeah, Flashpoint. Now Flashpoint, ironically, is the one I know the most about when it comes to comic books. Yeah. Because I had to go and research it because I was watching.
Right, and
the Flash.
It's a great storyline, but it's too early for the movie. Like, this kid don't even know how to run yet.
Yeah.
As we saw in Justice League. He looks like he's swimming more than he's running.
Always tripping and falling and shit. But yeah.
Now, and Aquaman could be sort of dark, but it's going to be colorful dark.
Mm-hmm.
But it's the Aquaman stories, they say it's going to be sort of like, there's some consequence, there's some betrayal. It's a serious movie, but with color. Because it's the fucking ocean. It's like every fucking color in the world.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think it would be.
So.
I mean, even when we talked about Thor, like that was the whole issue with the original Thor movies is that they took themselves way too seriously.
Exactly.
It's like, I don't expect that from them.
I don't want that in the Flash. I don't really want that in the Green Lantern core movie.
Now, maybe when Thanos comes in the Infinity Wars, like the first movie,
Yeah.
starts off kind of, like typical, but then as people start dying, the movie gets darker.
Yeah.
That would make sense.
I mean,
but
it
you
would.
can't just start off like, boom, oh, hell.
It would.
5 people dead. Oh, my God.
Right.
We're going to lose this thing. Like, I don't want to see any drama in that movie.
Right. So, like I said, I think Marvel does a really good job putting their darker stuff on Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
And there's rumors. Well, with this whole Disney thing, I don't know what's going to happen with as far as next shows and new shows. Because one rumor was Moon Knight, which I think is going to be a crazy show.
Isn't Moon Knight that one character who has like a split personality?
He has four personalities.
Yeah.
Based on the personalities are based on Spider-Man, Wolverine, Captain America, and the Punisher. And they're all in the different phases of the moon.
That's
Only with the new moon is he himself.
Hmm.
So like crescent moon's one, half moon's another, full moon. And then just one more. I can't remember, but
That's interesting.
so and then like I
Is
said,
it going to be a TV show or is it going to be a movie?
they saying it's going for Netflix
Nice.
because I think it
Well,
was.
it can't be Netflix if Disney's about to take everything away.
Well, I think Netflix
Bastards.
is trying to pull that back up, but we'll see. Because one of the best storylines in Moon Knight is called Blood Moon. It's when him and Daredevil team up. The Blood Moon storyline.
Yeah.
And Moon Knight's like, I need you to do this. And Daredevil doesn't want to do it, but
Sounds like murder.
well, see, that's the thing. Daredevil's trying to get Moon Knight to stop murdering.
Mm-hmm. No, don't do that.
Moon Knight's sort of a rip-off of Batman that
Mhm.
kills, and it's crazy. You take Batman and Deadpool,
Yeah.
you probably got Moon Knight.
Oh, shit.
But yeah, I'm gonna finish up the She's Gotta Have It. I might check out that Denzel movie if I'm bored.
I heard some interesting things about that.
Some people told me it was pretty good. I think that 3 billboards. And
That's what I'm waiting for.
I think it's out now.
I think it comes out later on this week.
Well, I think it came out in limited release last week.
Oh,
it's
okay.
probably- yeah. So of course, movie pass. But I'll be checking that out. I'm gonna finish. She's Gotta Have It. I'm gonna try to not to fall asleep on Mr. Robot.
I'm just saying, dude.
Well, like I said, it's just like you and Westworld, though. So, I mean, it's one of those things.
Yeah.
But,
True.
Definitely make sure you check out the full episode. It's all other shows that you can check out as well. I mean, we got G's for Gentlemen. You're going to hear about men's fashion and generally kind of conversation. Of course, That Boom Bap, our homie Kareem, and our proprietor, Gary Lee. That's their show. Gary also has another show called Technocrats where he talks about technical aspects. Say, for instance, like the Tesla semi-truck that I think is bullshit.
Wait, what?
You know, Tesla putting out an 18-wheeler. And it's like, oh, yeah, it's going to go like 0 to 60 in 3 seconds. I'm like, you can't do that with an 18-wheeler. I'm like, you do know this thing about physics?
So, the funny thing with them, because if it's fully electric, you might be able to.
But
Because it's instant torque having an electric car.
Right. But weight is an issue.
Well, hey, you put enough power behind that shit.
You need enough power to stop it. And
Well, they ain't talking about how fast you're going to stop it. They're just talking about how
See,
fast it should accelerate.
That's the issue with most 18-wheelers. It's the stopping part.
Yeah.
So, like I said, it's a lot of stuff that just doesn't add up. When they like, oh, it's going to be this fast. I'm like,
Why,
fast is
though?
one thing.
It would be safe.
It needs to be able to stop. Because we're talking like a fully, and he's saying it's a regular 18-wheeler, so that's 80,000 pounds
Yeah.
fully loaded. That's a lot of weight.
Yeah.
So, especially something that's going to move 0 to 60 in 3 seconds, that's a lot of weight. So, that's my issue. Well, it's all sorts of shows. I mean, definitely check out www.thesphere.tv.
She caught me making faces. Well,
Yeah, www.
That's why doing the cameras off me.
TV. And make sure you check out all these shows. And check out some of our past shows. Like, you was talking about Taboo. We talk about Taboo, that first season. You hear me talk about stuff like Penny Dreadful. I hate to say it, we may have our first true show casualty that I'm not sure I'm going to watch anymore, and that is The Walking Dead.
God, I'm praying that this thing is over.
I have no interest.
I don't watch it. I just hate hearing about it.
I have no interest in finishing out the season. I've been like 3 episodes down. I have no interest in catching up. I just don't.
I don't blame you, dude. I feel like you're wasting an hour watching that show.
It's weird. I'm like blending into the chair.
You're just a floating head. Yeah, don't worry about my red being, it's all right. Dude, I got this shirt for $3 at Goodwill. It's awesome.
Dope. I got this.
It's like a real flannel, too, so it's kind of hot in here.
This was 12 at Kohl's.
Nice. Kohl's is a good store.
Yes.
Shameless plug.
If you want to look like you can dress with money for cheap, Kohl's.
I'm all about that.
But I understood what he was saying because it was an issue. It's the reason why Optimus Prime was more blue than red. Red doesn't record well.
Didn't know that.
Yeah.
Fuck
Red is one of the hardest colors to record.
Yo, when does Pacific Rim 2 come out? Isn't it this month?
Next year.
Fuck. Okay. I got excited all of a sudden. That's like the best Transformers movie ever.
Shit, we're an hour and 10 minutes. Yeah, that's going to be our show, people.
Bye, guy.
Thanks for checking us out.
Gotta go eat.
Later.